Save money on a new Nissan today. The Nissan Leaf is far and away the best-selling electric car in the UK, making up more than 40% of pure EV sales in 2017. Now there's a new one, and it represents a complete overhaul, with new styling, more range and some clever new technology. We headed to the international launch in Tenerife to get behind the wheel and see if the second-generation Leaf can continue its predecessor's sales dominance. The new Nissan Leaf is priced lower than before. Traditionally, price has been a stumbling block to EV uptake, with new technology requiring heavy investment from car makers. Costs were recouped in the price of the car. However, that's starting to change, because the entry-level Vizier model is £1,500 cheaper than its predecessor at £21,990, while the top-spec Techno trim starts at £27,490. Couple that with the fact that running costs are much lower than in conventionally powered vehicles, Nissan reckons about 85% less, and the financial side becomes very appealing. The specs are pretty impressive. Two entry-level Leafs lack the premium feel of the higher trims but still have some appealing kit on board. Standard equipment includes cruise control, LED rear lights and daytime running lights, and a 7-inch infotainment screen. Take a step up to a center to get a leather steering wheel, adaptive cruise control and Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, while N-connector models get 17-inch alloy wheels, privacy glass and a part leather interior. All of the interesting kit is on the fully loaded Techno trim, with full LED headlights, a heated leather steering wheel and seats, and a decent 7-speaker Bose audio system. It's also here that you'll find Nissan's clever ProPilot semi-autonomous driving assistance features. The interior is a step up. Those who've driven the old Leaf will notice similarities in the new model, but there's been a massive improvement in material quality, design and ambience. The leather steering wheel is comfortable to hold and the 7-inch touchscreen is easy to use, even if the graphics are totally outdated. On the top-spec model we tested, dashboard materials look high quality but feel hard and cheap to the touch, though the leather upholstery does make up for that somewhat. Otherwise, the only real complaint is visibility, as the pillars in all four corners are quite thick, which isn't ideal in a city car. It's great to drive. Electric cars are generally fun to drive around town because electric motors offer high torque from a standstill and therefore acceleration is punchy, and the Leaf is no different. It's also quiet even at motorway speeds, with impressive levels of refinement not typical to the Japanese car makers' range. The new e-pedal mode ramps up the regenerative braking to replenish the battery whenever you take your foot off the throttle. Nissan has tuned it so that once you get the hang of it, you can drive most of your journey with one pedal, braking for corners by simply lifting off the throttle. It works well and noticeably improves range. Meanwhile, the ProPilot semi-autonomous technology works well. Out on the motorway it will keep up with traffic and even guide you in a line, while a park mode lets you take your feet off the pedals so the car can park itself. And it's no gimmick, because we tried it and it works. The range is better than before the official NEDC figure is 235 miles, but anyone who's driven an EV will know that these figures are notoriously unrealistic. Instead, Nissan prefers to tout the 177-mile range it achieved on the new WLTP combined cycle, which should be more realistic. Our test route involved driving up and down a mountain, so it was impossible to gauge how realistic that is, but with the aid of the e-pedal regenerating lost energy it's entirely plausible. That means the average motorist would only have to recharge their vehicle once a week. It launches soon. Nissan has already taken 12,000 orders in the 3 months since the new Leaf was revealed, with more than half of those from people who've previously owned a Leaf. You can order one now, but if you want to see it in the metal first, dealers will start to receive them at the end of the month. The Leaf officially launches on February 2nd, with the first deliveries to start shortly.